What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua had the pleasure of meeting Muhammadu Buhari in London. Of course, President Buhari is in London to take part in an inaugural UK African Investment Summit holding on January 20th. And in a video, Anthony Joshua did kneel, prostrating himself in front of the president of Nigeria. Okay, so a lot of people, if you guys don't know who Buhari is, he is the Nigerian president since 2015. Of course, Anthony Joshua is a Nigerian-born British unified champion. And seeing this, he's showing his homage, his respect, and his blood history and family history, which is blood history, to Buhari, okay? And it shows how eager he was to show him respect, and that's what you're supposed to do as being a fighter, because even though he's the champion, he also knows that, hey, that's a sign of humbling yourself, you know, seeing someone that's in political power, someone that is technically, indirectly your president, okay? Yes, he's Nigerian, from Nigerian descent. He went to school in Nigeria, okay? So he has a lot of ties and history with Nigeria, okay? And in fact, after he lost the unified championship of the world, the 3 belts, really the 4 belts, to Andy Ruiz, he took a lot of time to unwind, to go back to his origins, okay, to where his ancestors, his people were in Nigeria, you know, and visit there. So he didn't stop being a role model, you know, but I think it was more than being a role model. It was to come home. It was to see like, hey, this is where it started, okay? This is where it started, so this is where I'm going, you know, and I could respect that, you know, and also I can respect that, he kneeled and gave the president of Nigeria respect in the country that he was born and raised in, which is London, UK. You know, so it shows a lot. You know, it shows that, you know, you submit yourself to someone that you know that you have mad respect for because of the things that were accomplished by that president in that particular country, you know. So it is a good gesture, and it also shows why Anthony Joshua is where he's at in his career. Yes, he's a good fighter. He loves practicing the boxing craft, as we've seen in the last year, how he's able to switch up styles, but most importantly, he is a role model, you know, and he shows how to communicate and react and interact with different people, you know, from all different customs, way of life, shapes, creeds, and etc. So, excuse me. So Joshua was there with Mr. Buhari, and it is something worth mentioning because it just shows you the respect that he has for his people. You know, a lot of people over here in the States, we get complacent, especially if our blood or our family comes from other places. You know, we get to the point where we start to dismiss or abandon our cultural origins. You know what I mean? It's bad, you know, with African Americans and even, you know, Caribbeans at a certain extent, you know, Mexicans, you know, abroad. A lot of people over here, they will get to the point, well, we're Americans. Well, yes, we are, but America is diverse with people that are from everywhere else, except if you're Native American, you know? So it's one of those situations where it's a refreshing thing to see people still respecting where they're from, you know, because it's a saying, you know where you've been, but you never know where you're going. But a lot of people concentrate on where you're going versus where you've been and who you are and where you're from. Okay. So this just shows that Anthony Joshua in this gesture, you know, is showing that, hey, he loves from where he's from. This president is from where his family's from, his history there. And it was a good sign, a good faith and respect. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Anthony Joshua and his gestures, along with President Buhari. Of course, please subscribe, and you guys been Counterpunched. Peace.